RHOBH's Erika Jayne headed to trial over $25 million spent during Tom Girardi marriage. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Erika Jayne is headed to trial over $25 million that her estranged husband Tom Girardi's now-defunct law firm allegedly spent on her, Us Weekly can report. According to court documents obtained by Us, a federal court judge set the trial date for February 10, 2026. The legal drama started months after Jayne's then-husband Girardi, 86, filed for bankruptcy after being accused of owing millions to third parties. Girardi was sentenced to 87 months in federal prison for an alleged years-long scheme where he embezzled millions from his clients in June 2025. He began his sentence the following month. As part of the bankruptcy, the court appointed a trustee to take over control of Girardi's law firm's finances and attempt to collect money to pay back Girardi's victims. After reviewing the records, the trustee filed a lawsuit against Jayne, 54. The lawsuit claimed Girardi's law firm had used client money to pay personal bills, including over $25 million spent on Jayne's company EJ Global over a 12-year period. The trustee believes Jayne should pay the entire amount back and the money used to pay Girardi's creditors and debts. The firm allegedly paid EJ Global's credit card bills, glam costs, and various other expenses. The suit alleged defendants received jewelry and other luxury items purchased using the debtors' funds. The trustee said the payments by Girardi's law firm were exclusively for the benefit of Jayne and her company. The expenses consist largely of expenses to promote Erika personally. Moreover, the over $14 million in American Express charges were made by Erika on a card issued to her. The other $11 million or so in vendor payments were made for defendant Erika's benefit only. The trustee argued this decades-long spending spree was improperly paid for by Erika's community property law firm. In the lawsuit, Jayne's lawyer pointed out that at Girardi's criminal trial, the government never claimed Jayne did anything wrong. In addition, neither the government nor the defense at any time during the trial tried to call or called Jayne as a witness. Jayne has previously denied all allegations of wrongdoing. She argued she had no knowledge of her husband's business and had no reason to believe he was not successful. Trustee said the payments by Girardi's law firm were exclusively for the benefit of Jayne and her company. The expenses consist largely of expenses to promote Erika personally. Moreover, the over $14 million in American Express charges were made by Erika on a card issued to her. The other $11 million or so in vendor payments were made for defendant Erika's benefit only. The trustee argued this decades-long spending spree was improperly paid for by Erika's community property law firm. In the lawsuit, Jayne's lawyer pointed out that at Girardi's criminal trial, the government never claimed Jayne did anything wrong. In addition, neither the government nor the defense at any time during the trial tried to call or called Jayne as a witness. Jayne has previously denied all allegations of wrongdoing. She argued she had no knowledge of her husband's business and had no reason to believe he was not successful. Jayne said Girardi's law firm managed all of her finances, her lawyer argued. Jayne at all times was and is an entertainer with a 12th grade education. Jayne was never and is not an attorney, and she trusted that the law firm, Girardi, and the outside accountants, given their superior knowledge and expertise, prepared proper, lawful, and legitimate tax returns. The trustee scoffed at her defense. Erika's assertion of innocent spouse status is meritless. As Girardi's spouse, she qualifies as an insider, and the transfers made on her behalf constitute a recognized badge of fraud. This defense is further defeated by Erika's own affirmative misconduct. Erika either signed or authorized every charge made to the relevant American Express accounts and approved all vendor payments, knowing that she had no ability to pay for the charges and invoices. As Us first reported, the reality star's divorce from Girardi has yet to be resolved. Jayne, who recently confirmed she has a new man in her life named John Shrek Katie Janela's scheming on RHOBH currently in production makes her a highlight of the show. RHOBH. From the moment Katie documented Girardi's legal issues on the Bravo scene, it was clear she wasn't playing catch-up. The mother of four was playing chess. While other newbies spend their first season trying to find their footing, Katie came in with a game plan and a glam squad. She knew exactly who to align with for now, who to ice out, and who to come for when the cameras were rolling. Anyone who is willing to piss off Heather Dubrow has a place at the table in my book. She's no small fry. Katie is swearing up and down that she is telling the truth when it comes to her recording Shannon Beatus behind-the-scenes freak out. But the thing with Katie is she loves to tell tall tales. She casually revealed that she had hung up on a business call to record Shannon. It wasn't just the timing. It was the delivery. Calm, cool, and calculated. That's villainy with finesse. Despite texting Shannon and stating that no one else heard the recording except her husband, Katie tells Gina Kirschheiter that Alexis Bellino and Jen Pedrani also were privy to the recording. Even fired, Alexis is making sure to confirm the narrative. And girl, that was no accident and everyone knows it. But the fallout between her and Shannon? Ratings gold. Katie isn't just creating drama and crafting storylines. She's the kind of villain who doesn't scream or throw wine. She weaponizes her words, plays the long game, and lets the damage unfold in slow motion. It's beautiful and it's brutal. It's bravo. Katie's half-hearted apologies show she's unfazed. If there's one thing more entertaining than Katie's scheming, it's her fake apologies. You know the type. The "I'm sorry you feel that way," but variety that somehow makes the tension worse. Katie has turned it into an art form. Currently, the Real Housewives of Orange County star is on an apology tour for season 19. After a rough start with Emily Simpson via calling a blogger, she offered the lawyer a heartfelt apology that started with the purest intentions, but ended with more hurt feelings. She's done the same with Gina and Heather. Every time she crosses a line, and let's be honest, she's practically jump roping over them, Katie delivers an apology that's less about remorse and more about maintaining her image. And it works. Because Katie knows that being too sorry takes the fun out of the feud. What makes her so effective as a villain is that she never really lets things get under her skin. She's not crying in confessionals or spiraling. She's keeping it together, keeping it shady, and keeping her eye on the screen time. In a world full of RHOC, who crumble the second they're called out, Katie's refusal to flinch is refreshing. Even when the rest of the cast is screaming at her across a table, she's calmly sipping her drink and plotting her next move. For a franchise that's been cycling through forgettable feuds and filler friends of, Katie has brought back the kind of Bravo energy that made RHOC iconic to begin with. She's not here to play nice. She's here to play smart and win. So go ahead, clutch your pearls and gasp at her schemes. But don't be surprised when she's holding the orange next season. Because villains like Katie, they don't get canceled. They get promoted. The Real Housewives of Orange County is available to stream on Peacock. The show streams on Hulu in the UK and Ireland. Tell us, are you enjoying Katie on RHOC this season? Why Gretchen Rossi rejected RHOC comeback 3 times before season 19. July 29, 2025. By Justin Smith. After 12 years away from Bravo, Gretchen Rossi returned to the Real Housewives of Orange County for season 19. Literally, this comeback was a long time coming. The RHOC star recently revealed that she was approached to return to the show not 1, not 2, but 3 different times. Here's why she kept turning it down. Gretchen Rossi has been asked to return to Real Housewives of Orange County multiple times. Gretchen recently sat down on the I Do Part 2 podcast along with her partner, Slade Smiley. During the chat, she explained to the hosts how RHOC producers have been in touch with her over the years, gauging her interest in a comeback. I feel like there's always been rumblings and talks, always kind of like checking in with us and what our interest is, Gretchen began. And for a long time, it was an absolute no, like no interest. According to Gretchen, she and Slade felt trepidatious about returning to RHOC because of all of the flack they caught during their initial round on the show. They weren't ready to open their lives up to the scrutiny that comes with being a Bravo celebrity. We definitely needed that break, Gretchen admitted. We got scrutinized a lot. When Bravo called Gretchen for season 19, she still didn't want to do it. She said she almost immediately declined it, but Slade convinced her to mull things over. Eventually, she took a meeting with the producers, and she realized that if there were ever a season to return, 19 would be it. Plus, she said Bravo made them an offer that they couldn't refuse, so she feels no regrets about her comeback. I really enjoyed this season so much. I had such a great relationship with so many of the girls on the show. As a matter of fact, it was the most fun I've had filming that I can remember, Gretchen said. The Real Housewives of Orange County airs on Thursdays at September 8th. See on Bravo. It streams on Hulu in the UK and Ireland. Tell US, are you surprised that Gretchen didn't want to come back to the show sooner? Are you enjoying her so far on season 19?